Hi everyone, welcome to this first edition of BCTD Now for 2012. I'm Dominic Giratano. The December jobs report was released last Friday, and the overall picture of employment has indeed brightened, but the situation in the construction industry remains critical. While the overall unemployment rate dropped to 8.5%, in the construction industry, it actually increased by 3 percentage points to 16. BCTD President Ayers had this to say: "The proud, skilled crafts professionals in our industry who work hard and play by the rules are today looking to the White House and to Congress to take whatever steps are at their disposal to spur immediate construction investments that will lead to job growth in this critically important sector of our nation's economy." Obviously, what we need is for our nation's leaders to generate immediate construction investment that will lead to job growth. One such investment is the Keystone XL pipeline. Thanks to legislation passed in the final days of 2011, President Obama now has until February 21st to issue a final decision on this critically important project. The Building Trades Department is working in tandem with the Oil and Natural Gas Labor Management Committee to launch a media and advertising blitz. Our hope is to send a forceful message to the White House that this project is of the highest importance to the skilled crafts professionals who, as the recent job numbers attest, are in desperate need for work opportunities. Add your voice to this effort by calling the White House switchboard at the number listed below and leaving a message to urge President Obama to sign on to this project. While you're at it, contact your members of Congress and let them know that this project will help get real people back to work right now. Right-wing legislators at the state level are continuing their attacks on workers' rights, whether in Wisconsin, where Governor Walker faces a recall election after his all-out assault on collective bargaining, or over in Ohio, where Governor Kasich felt the sting of voter revolt after they repealed his proposal to scale back collective bargaining rights. Both of these examples show the tide is turning back towards respect for working Americans. The latest news comes from Indiana, where Republican legislators are trying to ram through right-to-work legislation. Just like in Wisconsin and in Ohio, though, there is an uprising in voter sentiment against their proposal. Reasonable people see this for what it is, an attempt to further diminish workers' rights across the landscape of America. And contrary to what conservatives like to claim, there is no relationship between right-to-work proposals and economic growth. In fact, over the last 30 years, 4 of the 5 fastest-growing states were not right-to-work states. In Oklahoma, which is the last state to enact a right-to-work law, there's a telling example of just how out of touch right-to-work advocates actually are. Prior to the bill taking effect, the mantra was that right to work will bring prosperity and promise to that state. But the reality was an altogether different story. Manufacturing employment dropped by 1/4 after right to work passed, losing 50,000 jobs. The lesson here couldn't be more clear. Right to work legislation is a complete and utter fraud. As we always do, we end with some good news today. The San Diego Unified School District has issued a progress report on a project stabilization agreement it signed with the San Diego Building Trades Council 2 years ago. The PSA employed skilled workers and built and repaired campuses as a part of a $2.1 billion construction bond measure. The grades are all good. The career technical education facilities built under the PSA have saved 40% of the budgeted costs. That's real taxpayer savings of more than $8 million. And it's all thanks to the union's efficiency in work delivery, project coordination, and training. In addition, these dollars do double duty as a job creator for San Diegans and go right back into the local industry. More importantly, the research was conducted at the request of Scott Barnett, a fiscally conservative member of the school board, who was once an aggressive critic of the agreement. Now he's a fan. The facts are clear. The PSA is good for taxpayers in San Diego, Barnett said. The ABC continues to engage in spreading deliberate misinformation and propaganda about PLAs, even though they continue to be used by company after company in the private sector to get on-time, on-budget results. The ABC's argument that PLAs inflate the cost of construction just has no basis in fact. That's it for this edition of BCTD Now. Thanks for being with us. Until next time, I'm Dominic Giratano. Happy New Year.